Welcome traders, hope you are having a wonderful day. This is the 13th of September. It's a coaching session, not the full market analysis. We're waiting for news at 3 p.m, so I'll do the full market analysis for VIP members once the news is out and the markets have settled down, and then we can settle down for the weekend. But what I'm going to be talking about today is how to simply use the gold on steroid software system, where you can get into a position, understand what a trend is. That's the first thing we're going to discuss. When we have a 1, 2, 3 pattern, which is what you want to look for, very, very simple. Where we have FVGs, where we have pullbacks and breakouts, we're going to talk about volume, how to measure that, and so on. So put your feet up, enjoy the next few minutes. It's a quick video, so don't be too, we've got things to do, so this won't take long. So the first thing we have here on the gold on steroids system is we have a system where the chart is green. Remember, we're talking about people who have never traded before, maybe traded for a few years, but you've not got the consistency that you require. I've been trading for over 30 years, actually 42 years. I started in stocks and then came to Forex, and gold in particular makes a lot of money. So let me go through this first of all. So first thing that we want to do is establish whether there is a trend in place or whether it's not. So let's have a look at that. I'm going to dial down from the 4-hour chart. This is a 4-hour chart. And then we're going to go into some of the settings that I personally use. And I'm looking for swing lows, swing highs. Price cycle is really important. And then, of course, volume is really important as well to get into the position. Now, put it simply, you could simply buy here and then leave it and just trail it. That's the simplest way to do it. But if you're not into the position, you want to find out maybe where is the trend, is it going to continue? And of course, with the troubles in Russia and so on, it looks like it's going to go up to 26.20, which is our next target. But anyway, let me dial down. So once you have the settings, I'm not going to go over the settings. Oh, there we go. 27.43 is the next chart, is the next target. So I'm going to go over what is a trend. So let's clarify what is a trend. So once we get into the market, pre-London, pre-New York, we want to know where the market is if you're not in it already. So the 4-hour says buy. The 2-hour says buy. The 1-hour says buy. So at any of these points from the 10th of September, you could have got in there, you could have got in here, you could have got in anywhere. The 30-minute, buy. 15-minute, buy. 5-minute, right, we have a sell. So what this means in terms of parabolic trend is that for this example, we can see that the price it's consolidating. It doesn't know where to go. This morning, waiting for the news, and then it will break out either way. So how do we manage this in terms of an actual trade? So once we actually find out which time scale is not trending, we want to see why it's not trending and where it could happen, where it could break. So the first thing to do is to note here this resistance area at 2570.52. That is a very strong resistance area into a sell zone. And so what we need to do is to draw a line at the previous high and above there, somewhere about there, 2573.29. So we have to say now that in order for this to confirm and continue the trend, we can say safely that any kind of break here, somewhere about there, is highly likely to continue that trend. And what did I say? 26.20, somewhere up here, way up there. All right. So once you have that information, you can actually make a pending order to say, right, okay, I'm happy with this. And it happens on any asset, by the way. It doesn't have to be gold. I just happen to love gold, and it makes me a lot of money. So once we actually get that position here, we can actually say, fantastic. Let's do some numbers, because this would probably be valid in any case. I do have a position pending down here at 25.60. That is in case of a pullback. And I'm going to go for that swing low there. Okay, so 111 pips. So once we get the pullback, let's put that down there. And let's put that up there. And then I'll go over some more details for you in a moment. So the other thing you can do, you can set an alert, okay, if you don't want to do a pending order because there's news out and you're not sure. So just right click on the number you want to do and then put buy now, let's say. So that alert will come from your computer. It'll be a sound alert possibly, or even for me it comes to my email. So if I'm traveling around, I can put the position on if I'm happy to do that if I haven't done it already. So far so good. Okay, we can dive down closer, can't we, to see what's going on. 1 minute if you like, doesn't matter. But the one thing that is not happening is the 5 minute not agreeing with everything else. And so it's the 5 minute which is the important time frame you're going to use. Now once you get into the position, and I can show you some examples here. So similar to this, you want this to happen. I've got a 50 moving average here, by the way, which is useful. Once you have got into the time frame that you're entering on, that is the time frame you're focusing on. I don't mean you're looking at it every 5 minutes, but what I mean is this is where your trailing stop is going to be. Because if you're going for a big one, you know, 500 pips or whatever, then at some stage it's going to give way, possibly have a correction along the way. So you can manage the position, and as an example, you can just simply trail this green line here, which is a support line. It's calculating the support line. These are special settings, by the way, that I've been using for many years. Nothing else works as good as this. Believe me, I've been trying it for many years, and I try to simplify it for everybody. So green is buy, red background is sell, so that you never ever go the wrong way, especially when it comes to big trends. And big trends are where the big money is. Okay, so in this instance here, you've got here now, one thing to watch out for, and it's important, is during news sessions you're going to get some spiking, and that's very, very common, of course, and you might get stopped out here. Now what that means is that once you get stopped out, you're going to make some money anyway, but nonetheless you might want to get back in as soon as possible, let the market settle down. If it starts to go up again, then just get in and then just start to trade it here. Now notice these green areas here, these are fair value gaps, but quite often the market doesn't come down that far along the way, so just be aware of that. So this is a very simple system where you can get in at any stage. So that's covering the trend, and whether it's trending or not. If you see this in the morning or in the afternoon pre-New York, then of course you say, well, it's not trending, so I'm not going in. Why would you? So it's really, really important. Now once you actually get into a position, you just hold it and hold it and hold it to your target. But what does happen from time to time on the 5 minute chart, or any chart come to that, there's a 1, 2, 3 situation going on, and or what we call a swing low, if you like. Let's get rid of that for now. So use the RSI, use a 50, which indicates, we'll have a look here. So let's do a line up here just as an example. So at that point there, let's zoom in, we can see that the buy signal indicated there, or a breakout, you would have had a pending order above this red line, for instance. You can see that everything agrees above the 50 on the RSI, and the stochastic is coming from a swing low and moving up, and then there's high volume as well. This is a good indicator that says above the 50, green with high volume indicates the price is going to go up, so everything's in agreement. Now during this journey, if you are not in it on the early stage, which is fair enough. Sometimes you miss them. You might want to get in on a swing low. So once you have the trend established, you've checked the trend, then of course you will be looking for a swing low here. So let's draw a line there. So there's a couple of important points. Firstly, the price has held on to market structure, higher highs and higher lows. And also it's held on to the support line, and it's holding above the 50 moving average as well. Just happens to be on an order block as well. So that's convergence combined with probably some divergence there as well. That's another tool for another day. So once we get to that situation and we say, right, okay, that looks nice, we've got a lovely pullback, we can then check the position so we can see that the price has moved down. We have higher volume above the 50, we have the RSI above the 50, and we have a swing low. So this price is in a price cycle where it's very cheap indeed. So you're buying at the very cheapest price. Okay, so if you miss this open position here to this position here, then of course you can get in at this point. The other thing you can do, and it's highly recommended, you can, of course, add another position, because guess what? Your stop is now gone from below here, somewhere, to here, to here, to here, to here. So you have a guaranteed profit no matter what on the first position. So you enter a new position here, which will give you high value because it's in a swing low situation once you've got the settings correct. And this is a lot of money. Okay, this is a lot of money. So let's have a look. So here, ignore the first bit if you want, to target 228 pips. Okay, and that's the kind of money you're talking about, and it's very stressless, to be honest. There's no stress in this. It's just hold on, move your stop, just come back once a day or twice a day. Just move your stop in the evening, in the morning, doesn't matter, and just move your stop accordingly. Now, as I mentioned, if you get in on the 5-minute chart, you have to stick with the 5-minute chart. You have to see that that chart in particular is trending. Clearly it's not now, so you would have been out of this position a few days ago, and let it consolidate, let it do whatever it's like. I do expect to move down in the next few hours, but hey, with all the troubles in Russia and Israel, it's not looking pretty, unfortunately. So just relax, just get the tools. If you want, you're not sure or anything, then please let me know, because this is by far the best way to trade gold in particular, but it works on all assets. So no matter what asset you have, let me just muck around here. The dollar is not doing anything. Let's have a look at euro yen, shall we? Okay, so, well, first of all, I know there you go. So let's have a look at the 4-hour. I'm expecting a sell on this, but let's flick down. 2-hour, yes, sell. 1 hour, yes, sell. 30-minute, yes, sell. 15-minute, yes, sell. 5-minute, buy. Okay, so from this information, I do expect the price to go up, by the way, up to this kind of area, but nonetheless we can instantly say this price is not trending, it's not parabolic in the truest sense of the word. So any break below here, we can say somewhere 155.72, swing high there. Now, if you are in a parabolic trend, you need to get on the 4-hour chart and see where the support lines are. But 2 for 1, 134 pips on a break pending order here. So just calculate the breakdown, and it might not break down, which is fine. It's a pending order, doesn't matter, but it can happen overnight, and you can wake up with 134 pips, whatever it is, whatever your lot size is, and say, well, thank you very much, Chris, that worked out lovely. So, you know, it's a fantastic way to trade and very relaxing. And if, as an example, you find that things aren't trending as you would like, don't trade it. Simple as that. All the links are below if you want to get funded using this system, if you want to join the Signal program or the Get Funded program. There's always some special offers somewhere, isn't there? Have a great day.